How we socialize our Maine Coon kittens during their first weeks. Here, the early socialization begins the moment our kittens are born. We follow a structured, hands-on approach that sets the foundation for confident and affectionate little kittens. First of all, we do daily handling. From when they're born, our kittens are generally handled multiple times a day. We touch their paws, their ears, their tails, and bellies. And we try to get them like really comfortable with human contact. And that kind of also prepares them for future grooming. Then we expose them to sound and to the environment. Like we gradually introduce vacuum sounds, paper sounds, barking, television, doorbells. So they start to get very accustomed to all of these noises. Vacuum, they know that it exists, but I've never seen them really like it. It's always going to be a little bit iffy, but they're going to have to live with it because we all like to vacuum. Then we have them interact with children and adults, obviously. And because they don't live like running around inside the house for the first 4 weeks, because it's just not healthy for them. It's not healthy for the adults. It's just not conducive for a healthy growing up. But we have them in a smaller space. And then like adults can come in, like I come in all the time. My husband comes in all the time. The kids go in and play with them. So they're raised in a family setting, even though they're not running around the house. And they're used to interacting with people of different ages. My kids are 9 and 11, soon to be 10. And then, of course, me and my husband, my mother, and my friends, they're used to being with people. And I'm very lovey-dovey and very touchy-feely. So they're used to being held and loved. So that transfers really easily to their owners because they're going to be very loving and very caring with them from the beginning. They just bond really quick because that's like their love language. And then for litter training and manners, as in biting, we don't have to do a lot because our kittens, they start using the litter box at about 3 or 4 weeks of age. And we just use a regular metal litter box with just regular litter, unless we have some special needs or a special reason why we should use something different. But we just use regular clumping litter for that period of time. Then they transfer once they are like on the floor and stuff like that. We use the popper. We really like it. And they get used to using the popper, which is a self-cleaning machine. And we love it. I've tried a lot of other machines, but this one's my definitely favorite. And they get used to using it. So if you got another machine, I'm sure that they would use it easily as well. And then by staying here for a longer period of time, which we keep them longer, they play a lot with their littermates and they teach each other how not to bite, or with the moms. And the socialization that cats give other cats, it's really important. And that's one of the benefits of staying with us longer, because we keep them until we spay them or neuter them, which is at 4 months. They pick up very appropriate social behavior from their siblings and parents and other cats that they live with. And these behaviors are instinctive and reinforced with daily interaction with other cats and within the breed, within the Maine Coon breed, because they just all are really laid back and have the same personality. They have this grooming habituation. They're used to being groomed since they're pretty little. So we do trim their nails from when they're young, and we check their ears, and we comb their hair. And you've seen me bathe my cats when they're really young. So that's something else that we also do. And they're just used to it. They're used to a hair dryer. They're used to the shampoo. They're used to being wet. And they're just very gentle. And I just know that if you feel just really confident, it translates into them feeling very at ease. And then confidence building comes as their mobility develops. We encourage exploration, like with obstacles, toys, climbing structures, scratching, just different textures. And then that builds coordination and curiosity. And then they have playtime, and every day, like they get like little mice that entice them to learn and improve their hunting skills. And we play with teasers with them and other stuff just to get them acclimated with this, and it just makes them have a lot of self-esteem and just to build them up and being like really confident. And so by the time they're ready to go to your house, they've just been around a lot, they've been loved a lot, they've been groomed a lot, and it just transfers, the bonding just transfers very easily.